Sorry to keep you all waiting. I had to go quickly grab something. 1 second, let me just make some adjustments. There we go. Let me just check how I sound real quick. Hang on 1 second. Hang on 1 second. Dearest sinners, I just need to check if I sound alright. A bit quiet? Ah, that might be better. I'm getting piped already. It's not even 5 minutes. Actually, it hasn't been 5 minutes, actually. Shit. And who piped? Was that Haru? That was Haru. Hey, Haru. How you doing? Not wasting a second. No, you were not. You certainly didn't. Hang on, I think I had my audio muted for a second there. I don't know if that went through or not, so let me replay your pipe real quick. 1 second. That sounded interesting from my perspective. Oh. Welcome on in, everyone. How are we all doing? How are things? I realise I'm quite close to the camera right now, aren't I? Hang on a second. There we go. How are things? How are we all? So I need to change something in the deal. I need your interiors. What the fuck do you mean you need my interiors? What the fuck do you mean? What bits of my interiors are you trying to get at, Haru? Do you realise my insides, like... I mean, you know my insides aren't organic, right? I'm, like, mostly artificial on the inside. Like, I am closer to a nuclear reactor on the inside than I am a person, you realise. This angel's heart beats with a heat close to a small sun. It's difficult to be this hot, you know, what can I say? It's more worth a try. It's a good thing the pain can get turned off at will, isn't it? Can't wait for the new body, can you? Speaking of new things, I feel like you all are owed an update. That reminds me, just adjust the... Oh, better. There we go, way better. There we are. So a little update, by the way. Show the... Well, everything that my dear artist is working on. Said individuals linked in the Discord, by the way, do give them a good head pat, by the way. They've worked very, very hard. Seriously. They've gone above and beyond this one. Like, seriously, it's very... You'll see it one day, I promise, but... I know I keep gassing him up, but listen, he deserves it, okay? He's done an immaculate job. But, as I say, it's nearly all finished. By next week, it should be about, I think he said 99% finished. There's itty bitty bits he needs to finish off, and then it's good to hand to the rigging team. And then, well, from there, we need only wait till that's done. And the rest of the things I want done will be probably way, way before then. So I'm not too worried. I'm not too worried at all on that front. So, you know, we're pretty close on that front. Also, are any of you excited for the new bean? We got a new bean, chat. Next up. Let's try that. Is that better? Try that. That'll be alright. Yeah, we have a new bean. Yes, the bean's coming back. A brand new bean. Would you like to see a preview? I think you would. I think you would. I'll give it a little bit of time just to make sure everyone can come in, but I will show a little beam preview. Now, I did a little poll, by the way. I don't know if all of you have seen it, but there is a little poll as to whether you're still enjoying Warhammer 3. And to clarify, not just playing it, but are you enjoying me doing the content for Warhammer 3? You know? Because as much as, you know, I want to make sure I'm enjoying myself, of course, I want to make sure you're enjoying yourself too, so make your voice heard. You know, make your voice heard on that front. But yes. 1 second, I shall grab us a little picture of my jolly little fucker. And we'll grab a little... Ah, shit. I... do that. That. Niche. I'm not going to show you the whole thing, but I'm going to show you a snippet, a little bit. A little bit of his magnificence. Some of you guys who are here on the stream, so... the little tease. I want to show him because he's fucking cute. You can't handle him yet. You can't handle him yet, chat. I don't think you can quite handle his fuzziness, his smugness. I don't think you've quite got that within you yet. One day maybe you can handle him, but... Behold your new god. Look at this fucker. Look at him. Look at him. He's so fluffy. Oh, if only you could see him. You can't handle his full majesty. I can only show you a snippet. You'll die. You'll melt. The smug. Smug is too powerful. There we go. He must be hidden again. He is simply too much to handle. I might show him off again later, but... Oh. I am very happy with him. He's looking immaculate. He's going to get a little halo and everything. It's going to be very cute. He's, of course, going to be my favourite little gremlin. I know you will all love him dearly. So that's the bean. As promised. I did promise a new bean. You guys said, new bean, please, and I gave you new bean. I did. I did. I am an angel of my word, after all, Jack. You know. So, that's all in the works. And, I'm excited. If you can't tell, I am really fucking excited. Like, unbearably excited. That's why I keep fucking talking about it. I know, I keep teasing you, I keep titillating you with it. I can't show you everything yet, chat. I just can't. I wish I could. I wish I could, but it's just not yet. The time isn't yet. I will announce when it is time. Other than that, I've actually been working on a little something myself. I've grabbed some new models, and I intend to build the whole squad and actually paint them up. I'm figuring out some light conversions for them. They're not quite as clean a canvas as like a Space Marine, but they're still pretty good. 1 second, I will grab you a picture of those too. Hold on. 1 second. Let me grab you those. Some of you in the Discord have already seen these, but those of you not in the Discord, you should be in the Discord. It's great there. I mildly bully you guys a little bit. You like it, really. I know you do. I know deep down in your hearts, you want me to tell you that this just degrade you in some way. God. Someone will... Well, I say someone will ask for it. Someone's already asked for jail. So, I mean, you know. Someone did. The balls. Oops, what? And we shall add the sauce, the lamb sauce. Oh god, that's way too big. Drink it down a bit. There you go. My new boys. They're pretty good, aren't they? Not painted yet, of course. It's just the bare plastic, but I love them. I love them. They are Solar Auxilia models. They are the Velataris Storm section. I just think they're awesome. What do you want from me? They're a bunch of sci-fi armored people with big fucking power axes that will charge Space Marines. I just think that's fun. I'm not sure how I want to paint them yet, honestly. I have a kind of ashy, kind of grey look, but with a bit of like, you know, use a bit of pigment, kind of like a blue steel kind of shading on them, you know. I'm gonna try it a little bit, but I want to build the squad first. I want to get some like, because I want to make them a traitor force, basically. I don't want them to be loyalists. No, we're doing traitors. We want some glorious traitors, and the reason being, one, at some point I want to collect some word bearers. Two, I want to gather myself a nice little traitor force. I'm thinking a force primarily filled with those guys, as far as the Solar Auxilia part. I like the very brutal kind of look of them, right? Big old axes just running out of a transport, screaming at full tilt towards something. And the new edition's rules do benefit them quite nicely. I'm still a bit iffy about the new edition, because I'm going to be honest, now yes, they did release the PDF. I saw the PDF. It's good and all. Why wasn't that in the book? Oh, it was to make the game more approachable for new people. No one's playing Horus Heresy who's new. Like, not many people who are new to wargaming are playing Horus Heresy. It's a game literally for people who've played, like, wargaming before. It's for older people who've got more money who can afford to kit bash and stuff. It's so dumb. Their literal core audience are people who are older and have, you know, more experience. It's not, like, it's filled with a resin and stuff. Like, don't get me wrong, the more plastic, the better, because it'll make it way more approachable and allow people to come over. The issue is that they're doing this 3-year bastard cycle. It's dumb. I could go on, but we're going to try and keep a positive mood today, chat. We're going to try and keep a positive today. But I like them. I like them a lot, and honestly, I'm looking forward to painting them, honestly. I think I may stream it, by the by. I might do a painting stream. It's been a long time since I've done a painting stream, chat. But I might paint one in private just to get like a vibe. Maybe one of the ones with the axes, not like the guy with the power fist. Also, yes, he has a power fist and a blast pistol. He's the only one with a pistol. The rest of them are just two-handing an axe. I don't bite me, but the Storm Axe looks awesome. What do you want from me? Yes, I did see that one tweet with the, like, people fighting the boarding action using axes on the spaceship. What can I say? I saw that, my mind raced. I then decided I simply needed my own, so I got some. What can I say? They look awesome, so... And when I paint them, they will look immaculate. I need to grab some bits of my boxes, potentially. I need to go digging for my boxes. I might use that as a good opportunity as well to, like, get some bits sorted out for him. I don't quite know how I want to, like, kit bash him. Like, again, light kit bashing, probably. If it was, like, a character, I'd go a little bit more all in. But this is going to be one of the many squads. But I want some bits. I want some, like... I'm thinking some skulls, some dead animal bits. I'm thinking some kind of like rubble. I'm very tempted to pull a few of them off their bases and put some kind of like sprues on there to represent like rubble and shit. I might do that actually. So, and it wouldn't be very hard to do. But I'm thinking of doing that. Just like getting me a little hobby knife, scraping them off there, and just put them on some like sprues and just add some stuff to it. Because I mean, I might as well, right? It saves me throwing the sprue away. I think anyway. It makes sense to me to have some sprues be used. And to be honest, they're a resource. I mean, they're made of the same plastic. You can use the same plastic glue. Why the hell not? Honestly, why the hell not? So, like I say, watch this space now. I'll once I've had them all, once I've got like them in a position where I want them to be in, then we will prepare the good old just paint stream, where I just go somewhat ham. Like I say, it's going to take a bit of time, but maybe next week, maybe. I want to do a few things on Saturday, finish my planning for the next Dark Heresy stream. I'm considering what I'm going to do next Sunday. It honestly depends, because on one hand, every other Sunday is Dark Heresy, so that one's guaranteed. Until it's done, or we kind of decide to end it off. But I'd say it's going to carry on for a bit longer. It's got a ways to go yet. We'll see. I've got two minds of it. Either I do a third arc, and we end it on the third arc, or I make the second arc able to be ended on. One or the other. I've not fully decided, because, and the only reason I'm saying this is because I must confess, it takes a lot of my time to plan and do the video stuff. It does. Now, don't get me wrong, I love doing the sessions. I want to just stress this. I love DM. But sometimes the in-between bits for DM takes so long. When I really want to do something. Sometimes I can just last-minute.com it, right? But I hate doing that, because I hate having to rush. And I always worry it means I miss something. Because you know how it is, right? When you rush. Like, chat, how many times have you done something, rushed, and missed something, or it not be as good as it could have been, right? Probably loads. I've done it all the time myself. So I'd like to be a bit more pre-prepared, but there's obviously a limit to what I can do. The only problem with those Kobold diaries I do is that they can require the week to go by before I can do them. That's the only problem with them. Now maybe I readjust them. I talk about that more in the video itself. That'll be out next week. Also, I don't know if you guys who come to the streams watch those as much, or if it's more a thing for people who miss the streams. I'm curious what's the share with that. So I guess I do share certain topics between the Just Chatting stream and the actual video. But as I mentioned in Discord, I'm thinking I'm going to try a few more different kind of things that are related to my other videos on that channel. You know, I think I might as well double down a little bit in the Total War end of things, because, well, that's mostly what I cover. Total Warhammer in particular, but if they do 40k, I'll cover that. I will stress, I don't think there's going to be a 40k for Total War, because, and this is just me, and I want to stress this, I don't want this to come across like I'm giving any shade to people who are saying there's going to be. You know, if they've heard different, if they know different, fine. But to me, the formats feel too... How to put it? Like, 40k isn't like Napoleonic times where you stand in lines and fire your guns off, right? That's not... Despite how it might sound in the lore, that's actually not how the Imperial Guard work. Even the Death Corps of Krieg, the most literally suicidal of all the regiments, don't do that. Will they run at you through artillery fire? Yes. because they're insane and don't value their lives at all. Their commissars are there to stop them from throwing their lives away recklessly. But they won't just stand there and get shot, because that's not useful to anyone, right? That's not useful. It will be a waste. So they make trenches, take cover. And that's the thing. Guardsmen are people, they will take cover. Space Marines will still take cover sometimes. Now don't get me wrong, they could just walk into most things like a brick shithouse. However, they are not invincible, and if a las cannon comes out the fucking woodwork, they're gonna take cover. Because that thing will melt them. Right? So even they will take cover. And hell, they might even just take cover to avoid testing their armor, because, you know, as good as their armor is, and it's incredible, it's simply put not a good idea to let your armor take a bunch of damage before going into a major engagement, especially in melee. In a setting where the melee weapons are intended to rip through armor. That's why a lot of melee weapons exist in 40k, by the way. Because the armor is often so good, you need to just hack at somebody. You gotta run at them with a warhammer. You gotta run in there with a big fucking axe, the giant sword, the literal chainsaw weapon, you know? Not just to embody your Chainsaw Man cosplay, but also because you want to hack a motherfucker to literal shreds. So, as I say, I don't quite know how it's gonna work. I may do a video talking about it and give it honest if I think it'll work and why I think it will, why I think it won't. Because I want to be wrong, but I just think the format doesn't fit, personally. Again, I hold my hands up, I could be perfectly wrong, and if I am wrong, egg on my face. I'm not going to say no to it, let's put it that way. If they decide to make it happen, I will not say no. Because I think, honestly, I think it'd be really cool. And I'm sure it'd be a lot of fun. But at the same time, I question if it'll happen. But at the same time, I don't know if Medieval 3 is going to be a thing either. I would like it to be, because I think the historical people deserve a good historical game. And I think Medieval 3 would sell nicely, if done well. But I will stress, and Creative Assembly, this is for you here, you have to do a good job with it. You can't just half-arse it like you did at the start of Warhammer 3. I know that might sound harsh, but let's be real, you half-arsed the start of that game. The DLC teams and Sophia have had to fix the game for you, because you left it in such a dire state. You ruined all the goodwill you built over the last 2 games. Let's be real, you did. You ruined it. The UI is still worse, by the way. I'm going to stress, the people who made Warhammer 2's UI should be weeping at what Warhammer 3's UI is. Like, oh, it has to be different. No, use the same fucking UI. It worked fine. Honestly, the old UI was so good. Little quest tab and everything, so good. Sorry, I can get so annoyed about that UI stuff, man. They've kind of half-fixed it, but... And I think Game 2 was the golden age. Game 3? Ugh. It's not terrible. It's very good. But also, man, you can tell. Things have not worked out. I think they have become very ambitious with these big DLCs. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate the delay for quality. Problem, you haven't released anything in a year. It's been a year. Guys, it's been a year. There's not been anything for a year. You haven't produced a single thing. 12 months. Almost. But by the time that comes out. Now, of course, I fully expect that... Actually, maybe not quite a year, but it's still almost... Actually, no, it's not quite a year. Maybe I'm exaggerating that, but it's a long time. Now, the fact they are checking for quality indicates to me that they care, which is good. The people who are working on it care. They do not want to release slop. They cannot afford to release slop, because slop will not sell anymore. Like, I think I speak for a lot of people when I say, if you give us slop, we'll just drop it. Like, honestly. And I'm hoping when it comes out it'll be immaculate. I'm hoping it'll be amazing. And then next year's gonna be a big one, apparently. A really big one. Which I'm looking forward to and hopeful. Hoping the CA actually pulls a finger out and helps the smaller studio they're using to do this to get that bigger thing out. And they're interested in single-person Lord packs, which is amazing. They're listening to it, guys. They are listening. And I think it's good that we have made them listen. Unlike Games Workshop, Creative Assembly do listen. It takes a bit of a twisting of the knife normally. It takes a bit of a slap round the face. It takes a real meaty smack to get them to actually listen, but when they listen, they actually listen. I will give them that. I will give them that, hands down. They listen. So, you know, I can give them that credit, right? I can. I could damn well give them credit for that. But again, I really want to... I want to stress this. They need to knock them out of the park. They need to knock it out of the park so well. They really, really do. It's the only way. Otherwise, like I say, it's just gonna fail. We need it to work out. Personally, I think... And I reckon it will. There is a small part of me that worries. But it seems that they're eager to make some big changes. The siege change, for one. I mean, no ass ladders? No ass ladders at all? Say it ain't so. Not a single ladder from thy arsehole. Incredible. Absolutely incredible, I'd say. I just hope that they stick to it. I mean, it'd be nice if you can buy ladders for your units to carry. But, like, even if it's, like, okay. Even if the ladders then appear out of nowhere, if at least I can buy the ladders, that's good for me. Because it means that you've got to siege a little bit. You just got to do a siege. But I'm interested because obviously, if you lose siege towers now, and lose your battering ram, basically, if the enemy take out your battering rams, your siege towers, you can't siege them. I think they're really restricting what can attack things. Like, the ogres might be the only faction that can really start going to Pound Town on some things. Otherwise, it's... Well, you've got to hope and pray you've got some siege breakers or specialists. This would make units like the warp grinders actually really valuable. And then any faction bringing artillery. Honestly, it means having a siege army actually makes sense. Like, imagine you've got your main army there, and you have a reinforcing army which is there to just pound things of artillery. Or the artillery army's there, and then you have the other army to come in to be the infantry. Like, it actually encourages you to field armies that are not intended for frontline combat. They are intended to siege. And, you know, you can specifically tailor the lords and heroes in that army to siege. I don't know, I just think that's pretty cool to me. That it actually encourages that. I don't know, I like specialized armies, what can I say? Like, it's what draws me to an army. To building an army up. I don't know. There's something about having your army be this specialized formation. Like, okay, That guy is my siege guy. He will bring a bunch of artillery, elite troops, and he'll pound the fuck out of something. You know, he's meant to breach walls, send in thick units that are slow but can take up good position, and just slowly advance on a city. I think that's good. And I also think it will encourage more land battles, because if there's one thing Warhammer, the whole Total Warhammer series had an issue with, lack of land battles, because every fucking AI wants to struggle those settlements. I hate it. Give me land battles. Give me big land battles. Big map. Where I can run around with my cavalry. Where I can harass people with skirmishers. You know, where I can set up positions for a grand battle. I don't know. Call me sad if you will. I like that stuff. I like that. It makes me happy. It does. It makes me rather happy. Also, let me know if my volume's okay, by the way. I've meddled with it a little bit. Because I noticed I was peaking. And I thought, you know what? Me peaking isn't ideal. So I wanted to make certain that I wasn't peaking as often. But please let me know if I'm sounding shit. Am I too quiet? Am I too loud? I'm not seeing going to the red anymore, which I think is a good thing. But you can let me know. Also, that last video, I don't know what happened with that audio. It sounded fine to me before I uploaded it to YouTube, and then somehow in YouTube it went fucky. Don't know how. It went really fucky. So, excuse me, I don't know how that happened. I'm going to try and make sure it doesn't happen again. Put it this way, if it happens again, I won't release the video. I will just either redo it, reschedule, or something. I'll do something with it, right? Because I don't want to put out another one like that. That wasn't very good. That's probably a case of some setting was wrong, or something was wrong in editing. I think it sounded fine in post, but after editing, perhaps it sounded worse. I think I'm using the right word there, in post. Find out. But I'll have a think on like I said. I'll have a little thinky. Hopefully I'll solve the problem and it won't be an issue next time. But again, who knows? With this sort of stuff, it's a real messy, funny situation. So, it's one of those. I keep saying, I'm repeating myself again. I know exactly what I'm doing. Also, you may have seen, or may not have seen, that I have done a little bit of Arknights earlier. New Dragon Sibling event. I had to do it. Gotta get the new Dragon Sibling. It's a twink. I'm sure some of you will love that. Yeah, I've not done the new story yet, so I'll have to let you know how that goes. Normally they're quite peak, to be fair to them. I will say, it's a real shame I could never get into the gameplay for Punishing Grey Raven. Because I love the look of the story and the visuals and everything. Also the characters. Also, I've discovered a whole new subculture of that community. The Vera Simps. And you know what? I completely understand it. Good lord. I get it. I get the vision. Honestly, yeah. We do love crazy lady who basically says we're property. I'm no bottom. I'm just a switch. I know what I like. Yeah, this week, I have to say, has gone a lot better than what it was. Immeasurably so. It was a surprise to come in on Monday and not be overwhelmed, but I have spoken to some people about the situation because I found the week before was frankly unacceptable. And I've been assured that things are all going to change in that front. And they better. I made it very clear. I said, look, I was an inch off walking out. They need to get better. So, I've been assured there are going to be some notable improvements in that regard. So I say watch the space. It's not really something you'll see. Hopefully it'll just be I'm less tired because I'm not being battered every day by the day job, which will mean more energy for me, more energy to give back to all of you. We'll see how that goes. I don't have complete faith in them, but I have made my point very crystal clear to them that they need to get their shit together, because I am not going to put up with it. I don't think I should. I don't think I should have to put up with it. Personally. Excuse me. Yeah, I don't think it's something I should have to put up with. So, I won't. Simply put, I won't. It's not something that's reasonable for me to have to deal with. And it's not something that I think is honestly fair on me or anyone else involved. That front. Yeah, that's a little update from little old me. I have to say, the Demon Prince video, I've started scripting it. I want to... Here's the thing, I want to make something different, but interesting. I had a little clip, obviously, where I talked about my issues with the faction, the character, etc. I'm going to make a more longer, protracted version of that. I'm going to make something a little bit more detailed and a little bit more critical, but I want to stress this is because I want the faction to be good. Because I don't think a faction that hyped could have been that bad. Because he was. Let's be completely transparent. The only time he was good was on day one, when the other factions had sod all. Because you had the rest of the Chaos factions that were half-baked and were really lazily done. I'm going to say it, lazily done. The demons were good, but mortal ends of them were lazy. Like, they just reused assets. The asset flipped a bunch. And I just think, you want people to buy, like, all of the factions are asset flip? Nah. Now they fixed that and addressed that, sorted that. But that was the last time the Demon Prince was good. So now, I think it's worth a conversation as to whether we can get him remarkably fixed. He's a core faction to Game 3. So I think it is something that's reasonable to ask now, especially after the Slaanesh DLC, because I have ideas about how he can make use of all 4 gods mechanics, and how we can work with the unaligned, undivided part. I have ideas. I'm not going to go into them here because that would waste the point of the whole video, wouldn't it? So, watch this space for that one. I'm going to take longer to work on that. It won't be part of like a weekly release. That will be a give or take month, maybe, or more. Bear with me on that. I want to work on it. It's just I have to be mindful of time. And I have to be mindful of how much I can invest in it at a time. But where I can, I'm going to work on it. I'm going to get the script ready. I may even just do a bit of the script, voice that bit, do the editing, do a bit more, just add to it bit by bit, chunk by chunk, really section it out. Till I've got a full video ready. And then I'll just slap it out there and go, here's my video on the Demon Prince. I like it, I love it, hate it, whatever. I may even dare send it towards the Reddit and just, prepare myself for fucking castigation, but I think it's reasonable to have the conversation. On a side note, I don't know what it is, I seem to not get Reddit's vibe. I don't know. People seem to. I don't know. When I make, is it normal when I make a post on there? It just feels like people don't like me, but if I reply, it's different. I don't know. Is being the original poster on the Reddit just like how to get disliked and immensely or something? Or am I just bad at Reddit? I don't know. Maybe I just don't fulfill the tastes or wants of people who use Reddit most of the time. I don't know. I could be missing the point entirely. Not impossible, honestly. I miss. There's probably subtle minutiae I don't get. I don't think I really get Twitter either. I just post stuff. I don't have much of a strategy, which I know some people are like, oh, you have a strategy. It's like, okay, that's great. I'll let you know when I figure out one. Which probably isn't the best, but at the same time, I think if I spend too much time thinking about what to do, I then don't do it. So, gonna change that up a little bit. Oh god, I'm so warm. Jesus. I am literally melting. Literally melting, holy shit. I don't know if it's warm where you guys are, but where I am it's jumped up like 20 odd degrees. Far too warm. Way too warm, way too toasty. And I am melting away inside. Oh, Jesus, I'm too warm. Yeah. Give myself a second to breathe here, chat. A little second to breathe. Oh. Yeah, so other than that, what else we got planned for this week? Well, we of course have double Total War, and then we have a little itty bitty bit of Dark Heresy. Now, for those of you who haven't been following, the Dark Heresy is Warhammer 40k's, well, one of the older TTRPGs, that's tabletop RPGs, for Warhammer 40,000. Specifically set around the Inquisition and their acolytes, which the party are playing the role of said acolytes. Now, they have had to infiltrate a Forge world that supplies a local knight garrison. And I don't mean knights on horseback, I mean people on giant war machines that can tear apart regiments of guardsmen. So, would be pretty bad if they went evil. It happens though. Though the party are here to try and prevent that, and also get to the bottom of some heresy. As, well, Dark Heresy is in the name. There's much heresy to be had, and there is plenty on this planet. This Forge world is riddled with cancer, riddled with evil. The party need to root it out. But there will be complications, and of course, many a threat. Their lives, minds, souls, and everything else in between. We were down a member last stream. So, I am hopeful that we'll have everyone together. We'll have all the boys in the yard. When we have all the boys in the yard, then we'll do just fine. Well, at least that's the plan anyway. We have two psychers, rogue psychers, so the chances of people blowing up are pretty high. Very high chance of blowing up, actually. Holy shit. The fact that if either of them roll a double on their psychic manifestation dice, yeah, it's rough. I ain't gonna lie, it's pretty fucking rough. But, like I said, they are going to have to get through it, and I'm going to be facilitating a long bit of torment. Bit by bit. Just wish I had more time to plan. I'll need to knuckle down over the weekend a little bit, but that's fine. I can do a bit of that, build a bit of building my miniatures. And like I said, I'm gonna paint. Go prime them all, of course. I paint one. I need a sort of tester that I can experiment on a little bit. And I think one of them will do nicely. As long as I can clean it off, it's not that big deal. I think I have a rough idea in my head as to the nature of it all, so I just need to see how pigment works. Because I've never used pigment before. It's just like the raw pigment rather than like inside of a... How to describe it? Like it's part of like a full paint, so it's its own bit. So I need to see how that works. I need to see how it all fits together in the grand scheme of my designs. And then once I've got that down, then I can just do the whole lot. And then if I enjoy doing all that, then I can probably get another carry case together and build a more full-on force. I probably need to get a command squad together. So I probably want another... I don't know, say... What? Another 2 squads of Elitaris, probably. I at least need another Axe squad, and I'll probably need a command squad. I need the 3rd squad of them to be kind of a gun squad, basically. Because I've been building them as melee, but I probably want one to be the like more heavy uses of Volkite. Because having a bit of meaty firepower, which Volkite's fairly meaty, should give me the ledge. And obviously I can whittle down whether I'm the charge at before I pull them out of their transports, which I also need to get the transports too. But that's my current running idea. Maybe when I've got like 1,500 points worth of them, perhaps I can dabble in a few Marines, you know. By then, hopefully the other boxes have come out. There's been a leak as well, which has leaked some new Cataphracti. I think they're going to do new Terminators this edition for Heresy, which is great. I love that. I'm looking forward to new Cataphracti, actually. One, because Word Bearers use a lot of Cataphracti. 2, because I think they're the coolest Terminators. We'll see what the new Tartarus look like, but the new Cataphracti look good. Look very good. And Mark IV. At minimum, there might be a destroyer, which, I mean, if they're going to do plastic destroyers, why don't they do that from day one? The starters, for God's sake, it's the coolest thing. Which, to be fair, the destroyers is what I would use in my Word Bearers as well. Basically, I want to make a very Ashen Circle heavy detachment. So, if some destroyers might be good for conversion rather than the Mark II jump pack guys, maybe. I mean, they're in Mark II, the actual models are, but it doesn't say they have to Mark II, and from the way I understand it, they're kind of like their own kind of thing. So, I'd argue that their armor can be a bit more mixed. I think it's just about making them look the part. So hopefully some kits come around that help make them look the part. Like, I don't even care if the destroyers are an upgrade sprue, legitimately. If they're an upgrade sprue, that's fine. Right? Give them some, like, if you get any like underslung weapons, flamers especially, then I'm in the gold there. The axes I can milliput that shit, probably. I can figure out milliput. It isn't a very difficult conversion. And honestly, I think it'd be a lot of fun. Again, we can share in a bit of that experience, I think, Jeff. That's what I reckon. Now, I know a few of you came from me playing Elden Ring. And I want to just confirm, I will at some point come back to it. All I'd say is please understand that my tolerance for Souls-like games can be quite low sometimes. And I've found myself a bit stuck in where to go and what to do. So I need to come back to it with a clean head. but I will come back to it, okay? Listen, all being well, you will one day watch me complete the game. At least once. Even if I just beeline the capital and just go for the ending. Straight away. I probably shouldn't, but even if I do, you'll be there to see it. That's a promise. That is an important promise. But yeah, that is my... a few of my current plans at the moment. Also on that fucking Sat9 Praetor. It looks amazing. It's so posable. I made a posable character finally. Has weapon options. Has two melee options. And one ranged option, but you can put on either arm. That's way more customization than like anything else they put out in ages. So I'm not too upset about that, honestly. To be fair with you, chat, I'm not that upset. I'm quite happy with that, actually. Now, hopefully, they also do some more Solar Auxilia things. I'd like some Charon Knight Ogrins. I'd like either some upgrade sprues of Elitaris to have the also rotor cannons and the flamers, or a separate unit with both, like a Velataris support squad or something, or Velataris Vanguard squad or something, you know, and just give them the flamethrowers and then alternate option the rotor cannons, you know. I mean, if they give them auto cannons, it'd be cool too, but I don't think they can hold those. But rotor cannons would be fun. Rotor cannons, just Gatling guns, by the way. Big old 8 barrels of rotatey guns. They go burr. So, they're quite good for suppression, that kind of shit. Whereas the other ones, obviously, the flamers, you have fire. We like fire. We like flame. I could have given my guy a flame pistol, to be fair. With the squad lead to the prime. But, I want to try the blast pistol. Sounded fun. Also a needler. My man's rocking off a needler. Which I'm like, hang on. Are those really bad at armor pen, or am I mistaken? Maybe they're like hypodermic needles or something, like really just like sharp as fuck, like monomolecular needles, I don't know. But I know the gist. Shoot a man with poison and, you know, do that shit, but it's like, that's probably great against other humanoid characters. Against Marines? No. No, that's just death. They are the angels of death for a reason. They are. Well. But if I do ever use them, look, I don't expect to win games if I ever play them. I do not expect to win games with them. What I hope, though, is to have fun and to have a good time. I want to try and build like 1,500 points. Maybe I can get a game at some point. Maybe. You know. Can play with some friends of mine or something. I don't think they don't collect heresy, but I mean, we could run them as militia if they have any guard. Or I could try. I was gonna say that. The problem is that a lot of the Solar Auxilia stuff doesn't work as guard. The base line guys do, but then you've got the Velataris, which you'd have to like push them a bit, give them the cask and stuff. Otherwise, they just wouldn't work because Volkites are long gone by. Like there's the Neo Volkite, right? Little laser. If you play Space Marine 2, Volkite's a little beamy weapon. You shoot with a little microwave beam, it just pop. Well, back in the day, they're way more than bigger ones, like really big ones, like tank-sized ones, which were as horrifying as they sound. Also, way more common. Like they were meant to be the weapon of choice, but they didn't quite last because they're fucking complicated to make. So, of course, they then had to go and make bolters, which, you know, hardly gonna say no to those. Bolters are cool as fuck. I don't know. There's something about like a good meaty assault rifle. Like you got the bolter, right, for Warhammer, You've got the Halo assault rifle. You've got the... Oh, what's it called? What's the Gears of War one called? Fuck. I don't remember what it was called. The Gears of War assault rifle. Holy, that's going to annoy me. 1 second. 1 second. Gears of War assault rifle. What's it called? The Lancer. The Lancer. Yes, the Lancer. Like, these iconic weapons. Really, really iconic weapons. Right. And they're just so cool. Honestly, I love them. There's just something really cool about these just fairly like common weapons, but I don't know, there's something cool about them. And in Heresy, the bolters kind of chain bayonets, so you can basically have a Lancer of your own. Although I think they had it already, but also got it from Gears of War a little bit. A little bit. They compliment each other's homework a smidge. That's fine. Listen, we got the good things out of it. Plus, Games Workshop didn't bother suing them back then. Unlike now, when they're more litigious. They like suing people nowadays. It's kind of the problem. I love the setting. Hate the company behind it. If you know anything about Heresy, especially recently, I know there's the PDF, but anyone fucking says, oh, there's the PDF, it's all okay. No, it's not all okay now. And because they thought they could fucking get away with that shit for starters. And also, let's be real, they rushed that out the door to make sure people were not going to rip their hair out. Because a lot of people couldn't use their armies anymore. And I think that's not acceptable. And a lot of new people probably were put off. You know what? Good. They're probably put off because they saw a bunch of people very upset and went, oh, I don't want to be involved in that. Yeah, you don't. And you know what, Games Workshop? Shame on you. Shame on you for trying to alienate the old guard, because the old guard are what keep your wallets paid. I think any company that forgets their old guard doesn't deserve them at all. Like, the old guard, the core people who've been there for a while, are important. You gotta make sure they're happy too, okay? That goes for being a streamer, that goes for being a company, doesn't matter. You gotta make sure your old guard are taken care of, right? I always make sure to head pat my old heads who've been here a while. I always give them head pats. They try and hide from me, but they can't stop me from reaching, giving them a pat on the head. The little cute little fucker they are. But no, in all seriousness, you need to make sure you don't alienate people. If you do, then guess what? You lose them. And then shit happens. What the hell that noise? Is that music? Maybe some fucking... Okay, someone's phoning off. I was gonna say, what the hell that noise is? There's some weird shit in the background. It's time that this one I realised I should have written down like things to rant about for it. There's just one. What can I say? I'm addicted. One of these days I might make some like commissar looking out. I will have a commissar outfit commissioned or something. Who knows? Listen, you'd all like me in some pseudo military look, the hat and everything. Maybe with little like sticks. I'm sure some of you'd call it the sex stick or some shit. Paddle. You'd like that, a few of you. I am certain of it. I'm not against an outfit like that, actually. I want to. Oh, hey Rouge. Hey buddy, welcome on in. How you doing? How's DBD going? I know you've been trying to tempt me on Dead by Daylight. And I'm not saying no to it, by the way. I am thinking about it. I may well give it a go. Just to put it out there, don't worry. I haven't ignored it. I have not ignored you on that one. I do actually want to give it a go at some point. Probably like off, wait for a sale. Good point, good point. When the game is on sale, give me a little kick. I'll pick it up then. How about that? Remind me on if you see a sale. I'll keep an eye on it myself. I do have it wishlisted, so I should get a reminder anyway, but just kick me if I miss it. Give you a kick anyway. Oh, I see how it is. Wow. Currently no DBD today, just investigating a certain cult. Ah! Am I gonna have to do... what am I gonna become here? Am I going to become Rima at this rate? With my long expose on another creator's shenanigans. How is your investigation going? Obviously, we'll skip some of the worst bits because I'm aware of some of the bit. I'm not a drama frog. But, ooh, that reminds me, Rouge. Hang on a second. I need to show you something. Now you're here. I want to show you something. 1 second. 1 second. I want to show you a thing. Where is it? Show me your motivation. I'll do you one better. I'll show you a god. It's a tease, but how floppy he is. How fucking floppy he is. Also, how's the volume, by the way? I've adjusted my volume a little bit. He is really cute, isn't he? What if I told you he comes in a second color too? Yeah. Little detective. Yes. Yes. I can't show you the bean yet, though. No, you can't handle the full cuteness of the bean. The bean's too powerful. Bean's far too powerful. But yeah, God, it looks so fucking cute. Honestly, but my thoughts of what it was going to turn into was going to be quite simple. And then my boy knocked it out of the park. Aria knocked it out of the park. Aria being the artist who I'm working with. Yeah, let me just say, like, holy shit. In fact, hang on, I can give a little shout out to them. Why not? Why not? Give them a shout out. They deserve way more love than they get. Holy shit, they should get way more stuff, frankly. They should get way more stuff. Oh, I forgot about the new Twitch overlay where it's all like below, isn't it? Oh, I hate that as a thing. But yeah, it looks so good, man. It looks so good. Just so. Oh, there we go. Gotta give them a little shout out because they deserve it, frankly. But yeah, it looks so cute. He's gonna get a little halo and wings as well. Yeah, there's a second color to the bean too. The bean's going to match my hair colors. Yes, he's gonna match my hair colors. Real fucking cute. Oh yeah, really fucking cute. Honestly, I love him. The whole thing's been great, honestly. And next week, we should be 99% done. And then hopefully after that, a little bit of cleanup and good to go. It's coming along beautifully. So it's working out nicely that by August, I should be able to contact the people I've spoken to, and hopefully they are still available to do the rigging. Don't know what the time frame of that's going to be like. I will let you know when I know. But hopefully, I imagine it'll be a while because it's rigging and there's a lot to rig. But I'm hoping it's going to not be too long. Put it this way, I'm hesitant to say it'll be ready this year. I'd like it to be, but it probably won't, and that's fine. These things take their time, and you know what? We have something to look forward to in 2026. We do indeed. Oh. Yeah, I was just ranting about G-dubs. Also, have you had a chance to try the little beta patch Rouge? I don't know if it's out yet already. I'm kind of curious how the lack of butt ladders will do, honestly. Because to me, no butt ladders is an interesting concept. A little what? Ah, it's not yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm really, like... I'm hopeful that it'll be more than just removing the ladders. I kind of want them to address, like, certain units' ability to do sieges properly. For example, I mean, I don't know if they can pull this off, but wouldn't it be cool if the spider units can climb the walls? Now, obviously, the Arachnarok's massive, so I appreciate maybe it can't. But it'd be kind of cool if the other ones could. And then the ghosts, if they could just fly up the walls. Because again, they can technically fly. Nothing stopping them. Technically speaking, they're a flying unit. They can just go on up there. Would make sense for Giant Spider. I mean, the thing is how heavy they are. I mean, potentially, to be fair. I mean, they're about the size of a house. So, I don't know how logistically we'll manage it. I don't know. I can't remember if they ever say how heavy they are, but they're like building size. So, I mean, I could see them struggling, maybe, but at the same time, the walls are massive, so... I can't remember, did they say they were going to redo the maps as well? Because I kind of want to know if, like, the maps are changing a little bit. Like, we'll have maybe multiple walls. Multiple walls would be nice, honestly. Because it just feels just, you know, you just need a bit more. I think the beta for it will come at the end of the month. That reworks are coming in the same beta patch as well. Oh, nice. Yeah, I think, honestly, what we could do with is the game being more land battle focused. It's something I noticed a lot playing Shogun 2. Shogun 2, there were a lot of land battles. Warhammer, a lot of sieges and settlement battles. Too many, to be honest. Obviously, the distance between places in Shogun was bigger. That did play a part. But, I don't know. I think maybe just more encouragement for land battles, more encouragement for not having to try and go after the walls. And then, I was saying this earlier, but it kind of makes you want to have an army that comes in alongside to be the siege army, right? The people who will get the artillery, will pound the walls, will, you know, bring in specialist units that are meant for breaking the wall open, right? It's like the Skaven, for example. They have their warp grinders who can run up to the gates and the walls and start drilling them while their artillery blows it up. And probably the warp grinders too, but, you know, it's just rats after all. Rats blowing up rats. Or like Dwarven Miners. I always forget Dwarven Miners can actually do a lot of damage to settlements. It's just, I never use them for that. In fact, I never use them because Dwarven Miners are annoying. Ugh. Ow. But, I mean, hey, if I get encouraged to use units like that more, fine. Fine by me. Makes me wonder if that's why they gave the Chaos Dwarves a spammable, cheap ballista unit. On a side note, I hope they fix the AI for the Chaos Dwarves. I would like to actually fight Chaos Dwarves with actual armies, please. It's not much fun when you know the entire army will rout in 2 seconds because they're all a bunch of laborers that have no morale. Because let's be honest, anything like half decent smashes into that army, that's it, game over. Job done. Based on the major difference between garrisons, like whether it's walled battle or not, it doesn't matter if you a Norse garrison with a shitty marauders against Warriors of Chaos. True. The only good thing is they won't be able to come and get you if all they've brought is Warriors of Chaos. Unless they have actual siege towers. So you might have more time to counter them, because the AI will have to build siege towers, which will take a turn or two. And if you snipe their rams, realistically, they can't do anything. I don't think they can even attack the gates either. I think they're making them reinforced, so your towers have just freedom to shoot them, but obviously the towers have less range now. But as you say, it's true, the resource cost will be lower. I still think it should take a turn or two to build them, though. They would siege for like, what, a turn for the attack? Is it that it would make it quicker to build them, or is it that it would just mean you can build more? Although I've never gotten to a position where I ran out of stuff to build siege towers. That's never happened. You can build more in one turn. Ah, okay. What I'm doing. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I mean, obviously, for Norska, it's going to be a waiting game, unfortunately. You've got to wait until the DLC or when they fix the... Which is shitty, I know. It's not great. Hey, well, happy birthday to you tomorrow, Marie, if I don't see you. Hope you have a lovely birthday. Hope you get everything you want and have a wonderful birthday if I don't see you tomorrow. If I do, I'll wish happy birthday again. But if not, have a wonderful birthday tomorrow. Yeah, they are doing strange. Just obviously birthday. Are you just hoping to get free drinks? Also, on a complete side note, do I sound okay? I've meddled with my audio a bunch because I noticed on Streamlabs I was hitting the red quite a lot, and that's technically peaking the mic. So I made some adjustments. I assume I sound okay? I'd like to think someone would have told me if I sounded horrible, but am I too quiet now or something? So I've lowered the volume, or the gain a little bit. On like the max gain of the GoXLR. I mean, sweet. You are not as far from Rouge as you think. You sound like you are experiencing content drought in Warhammer 3. Nice fun. Okay, good. Oh, the content drought. Brother, the content drought is immaculately horrible. I understand, like, I get why Milk and Cookies is playing other games currently. Well, a lot of them are. I probably should as well, but I'm stubborn and I like Warhammer, and I think you guys like Total Warhammer too. So, I swear. Okay, I feel like my demographic really is becoming the Norse side of the world, isn't it? Warhammer 2, never played it. Warhammer 2 is amazing, by the way. Warhammer 2 is so good. Warhammer 2. I sometimes miss Warhammer 2 because I think... Do you know what annoys me, right? If you play Warhammer 2 with all the DLC, because no one watches it, primarily, but also because everything that's in Warhammer 2 is in Warhammer 3. Use a PvP in Elden Ring. You're doing very well to be dropping a comment and doing that at the same time. Well done to you. I've attempted a little bit of Souls PvP now and then. It's a mixed success. Very mixed success. Other PvP is hardcore as heck. I've heard tales. I've heard many a tale of some hardcore PvP. I've thankfully not had to be jumped by anyone yet, but I suspect that will happen one day. I assume when I use the thingies to find people, it means people can find me too of their thingies. I assume that works. I don't know. The only reference I've got is Dark Souls 3, with when you have your Ember, people can join you in PvE, but also PvP. Yeah, got to opt into multiplayer. Ah, okay. It's okay. I'm currently getting my ass handed to me in Caelid right now, so I mean, yeah. I will get back to it. It's the one problem, right? When you do 4 streams a week, right? And you realize very quickly you do not have time sometimes to mix some things in. I like to do 2 things as the main and then one's the side, you know. That side note, chat. Side note. I have some good news. I have some wonderful news, actually. So, my bus into work is going to be earlier. But it also means it comes to pick me up earlier. And I should be home for about 5:30 next week. As of the 21st, I will be getting home around about 5:30, all being well. Traffic, obviously, depending, but it'll mean that I've actually got food in my mouth by 6 o'clock, rather than just getting in at 6. Again, traffic depending. It could be horrible that time. Actually, no. I don't have to get... Actually, as far as the morning's concerned, it hasn't changed much. It's like 6 minutes earlier. Still and slow. Asher Walls are death traps. Some of them are, certainly. But no, I'd have to get out of bed any earlier. It just means that instead of being dropped off where I normally would get, I just have to walk out and go to the stop nearer to me instead. I may miss it Monday, who knows? We'll see. I'm not going to be too upset if I do, mind, but yeah, so it'll hopefully mean I may even, dare I say it, I may even be able to start a little earlier. If you miss the bus, will you stream your frustrations? Oh no, I don't have to go. Oh no, I can't get into the office because I missed my bus. I'll have to work from home. Oh no. Oh no. Anyways. No, I think it'll be fine. I just need to kind of up and go, basically. It'll just mean I have to be a bit more... I basically have to not be as blasé when it comes to when I do things. I'll have to just kind of get up, sort my shit and go. And eat a bit quicker. Is what it'll mean. That's pretty much what it'll mean for me. Either that, or I'll have to start bringing in some food. Like, technically my place likes to have a little bit of a breakfast break in the mornings. So, I never use it, but hell, maybe I'll have to start. I'll work something out, it's fine. It'll mean a slight change in my routine, but it shouldn't mean anything negative for you guys. If anything, depending on how I feel once I got used to it, I may even move things a little earlier, so that I have longer streams. Who knows? Or I have a bit more time before to actually get some things done. Stream from work. No, I can't do that. Can't do that. No. I have sometimes been tempted to stream myself editing stuff, but I don't know if you guys would actually like that. Plus, it kind of spoil what I'm doing, wouldn't it? Speaking of work streams. If I ever sit down and decide to learn how to do art properly, I may stream that. You can watch me be bad at it and maybe slowly get out. It's thing that crossed my mind. It has. Oh, I don't know if you were here for it, Rouge, but I might do a little paint stream for my new minis. Yes, I might do a paint stream. Never say never on that front, but I may very well do one. It's been a while since I've done one, and I literally have a little camera for it and everything. I've never used it, which is very silly of me. I literally have a camera intended to like have a little light on it, shows my hands. Like, better than the last one. Like, the last one was just a webcam I was dangling somewhere. This one's just an actual dedicated camera on an arm and everything. So, you know, could have a work, study, comfy stream, music. Yeah, avatar and chat. I could. Obviously not in Office itself, because, again, if I'm waiting for working from home, it's just, if I forget to mute the mic, no, can't do that. Oh. That wouldn't go down well. No. You're getting Dark Souls free tomorrow. Hell yeah. I need to finish that one day. I have tried to finish it many times. I have been very unsuccessful. I've been most unsuccessful in that regard. I think I've gotten past one Lord of Cinder. That's it. That's it, as far as I've gotten. But no. There'll be no in-office stream. No. None of that. The closest work stream I do will be like doing the, you know, what do you call it? Painting stuff. Okay, good. Oof. I see how it is. I need to, be fair. I do need to. I mean, I need to get half decent Elden Ring first. I need to finish some. I would like to finish a Souls game once. I mean, I probably could have finished Lies of P, but I'll be perfectly honest, I got annoyed. I felt like the plot had ended, and it's like, no, not even close. I'm like, oh, okay. That's a lost interest. Also, the area I was in was annoying. It was just filled with, like, really big, annoying machines that were just hard to kill. And they lost the puppet look. They went more like industrial. I was like, where's the puppets? I have a puppet look. Just crack back a little bit. Oh, fucking hell. On a side note, I feel like I might need to adjust Nightbot a little bit. If I remember, I might do so. Just see Nightbot. I might like combine the messages or something, just so it's one message rather than 3. I'll think of something. Yo. I mean, the thing is, Nightbot spams a little bit, and I'm like, see, like, he'll do that, and then he'll probably do another one in a minute. Maybe I'll just do 2. Maybe just the 2. So, like, it just does like a big block of stuff. I'm like, is that good? That doesn't feel good. But you just I can't say nothing. It's okay. On the YouTube side, you are free from Nightbot, and Nightbot can't remind you to follow and to join the Discord. It's just the timers are going simultaneously. Could have a bit More spread out of now. I think I have them the longest timers they can be on, but I can have a look. I think they're useful reminders, because, you know, they all have their own purpose. But, obviously, let's just say, I need to spread them out, if I can. I seem to remember them not being a spread. Holy shit, is that Zork in the chat? Hey, buddy, how you doing? How you doing? How be things go, bro? I see. That's how quiet that was. That was very quiet. 1 second. Yeah, I can make that louder. That was Tangier. Oh, it's there. Eh. There you go. Christ. Shouting. My man did just fucking shout. That bad, huh? Oh. I won't lie. I felt a bit funny myself today. Although in my case it was more a breathing thing than anything. As in beef with Nightbot yesterday. It could say... I had beef with Nightbot yesterday. It could say about another stream. I see. No, I don't know what it is. Like, I went outside, right? I know, shocker. I was outside. I was among you all outside in the open air. Horrifying. I know. I was outside. Coulda. And I'm not gonna lie, the humidity hit me like a brick. I don't know if it's just my asthmatic ass, but I feel like I was having to chew the fucking air. Like, why is this air more like a broth? It could also just be my asthma playing up. Tasting the air. Yes, it tasted foul. Like, when the soup is more like the laundry. The laundry soap. Worse than a shower. Like, I'm concerned between shower job. I'm concerned. I have a full-time job. My ass has to go to an office. It's horrifying. Ugh. Maybe one day I won't have to go to that office. Maybe one day. I see grass is also my enemy. I'm allergic to grass pollen. It's great. Great this time of year. Oh, I'm gonna cut the grass. Oh, great. Ah. My eyes and my nose, my everything. Grass one, indeed. Indeed, I cannot be as the goat to nibble on the grass, my friend. I simply, the grass pollen hits my face and just kills me a bit. I just start taking ticking damage for the rest of the fucking day. As I down a pair of tablets. Which reminds me, yes, I have it. I'm on my meds. I just had to think that. Am I on my meds? I'm on my meds. The hay fever. The rest of the stuff wrong with me, I'm not on med for. You can't medicate this. There is no medication for being a VTuber. It is a permanent condition, so I'm told. The mindset. The insanity. And in my case, a neurodivergence. Be up to much days, Orc? Are you preparing for work soon? I feel like I remember rightly, when I'm streaming, you're normally the grind. I gotta work, yeah. Oof. My condolences, my friend. Hopefully your workday will go swiftly and you can return to shenanigans and being a creature online. You can return to chewing on jumpers instead. Ugh. Fucking hell. No, I can feel my nose going already. God fucking damn it, I was doing so well. More drink, clearly. I can come home and train my Yuma's the Glue Factory's Mustang. Damn, more glue. Where does this glue come from, Zork? Where's this glue coming from? Do I want to know? Also, Zork, we can't get away from the fact that the horse that loses the race. Oh no. Also, Zork, we cannot get past the fact that somebody, undisclosed, with very goat-like features, had their titties out in some artwork recently. And their big old bitties out in artwork. I have heard. Calm down, Roosh. I wonder who that could be. Though respectfully, not that I'm complaining. I'm a wholesome goat. That couldn't be me. No, it couldn't be you with the massive milkers. No. It must be a different goat. Next to a fox made of Snoke. Can't be him, must be a different goat. Sitting next to foxes. Also, I didn't know you and Rachel knew each other, by the way. I never knew this. I learned some lore recently. I didn't know you two knew each other. It's okay, Marie. I'll tell you when you're older. Who? Was it who had the art, or who did I just say? I didn't know you and Rachel knew each other. But like, that's not helping, Roosh. Yeah, each other before each other. Hell yeah. I say we did a little Mecha Break collab, and I learned some lore. I also learned my boy has not had the chance to engage in Lancer somehow. We need to drag him into Lancer one of these days. We do. We need to drag him into Lancer and hook him up to an HP. He needs to understand the Eldritch math. To be fair, I also need to play a Lancer game one of these days. Fuck, I need to play Lancer. We had one test game. We never did anything more than that. One day. One day. I'll fucking DM it if I have to. The plights of being the perma DM. It's always me, the perma DM. I'll be a player one day. Well, I'm looking to run a mini campaign. Soonish. I see. Oh. Well, depending on time zone, I'll have to. I might just slide in your DMs. Yeah, obviously, time zone depends. I appreciate that time zone. That could be a bit of a problem, as I am unfortunately in Britain, the wet lands known as Britain. Although, depending on what day, I can always stay up late. I don't mind. I do not mind. Especially if it's like a Saturday or something, I do not mind at all. It's fine. Hopefully, I get to be a player and don't get fucking pneumonia. That'd be a good start, wouldn't it? It's about right, isn't it? But the one time I get to be a player and I get violently ill. Actually, I think I was out of the hospital before you guys started, but I was like, fellas, I'm way too fucked. The ironic part about me playing Resident Evil 4 before getting really sick is not lost on me, mind. It's not lost on me. Also, Marie, to explain, Zork's VTuber is a goat. Well, goat. Yeah, goat. Was it a goat? Yeah. Zork is my goat bro. Zork is my goat bro. What's wrong with me today? I'll use Zoke now. I've called Ryu Ragumi on stream. That was sort of funny. Oh, fucking hell. You were there for that, Rouge. You remember that. I was like, I called my boy Ragumi. It's probably going to be either my Saturday evening or any time on my Sunday. Okay. Now, I'd missed it. I don't know when your Saturday evening would be for me. That was our Night Rain stream. Yeah, it was. That was our very impromptu last-minute Night Rain stream, where I accidentally called him Ragumi instead of Ryugami. I know how to say it now. Oh, fucking hell. So if you're ever in a stream of him, Zork, I think you need to hit him with hey, Ragumi. Or a quote will be like, second 2 or 3 MP on Saturday. Oh! Fuck. Ugh. I could do Gooner hours, though. Do I do terrible Gooner hours and stay up silly hours? Fucking time zones, man, I swear. Why can't we be on a flat Earth? Why must we have time zones? Give me flat Earth. The Earth is too round, flatten it. Get the rolling pin, flatten the Earth. Then we have no time zones. Just flatten it all down. Ignore the fact that I think that would still have time zones, but still. Or if I do it on Sunday, I could do it Sunday morning. It would be evening for you. Very true. Very true. Obviously, it's one of them. Don't worry if you can't fit me in, you can't fit me in. It's one of those time zones are fucky, man. Time zones are fucky. But if I can make it, then I would love to. Sorry, reason not my name. It's okay. Athay. I need to read up though. It won't be for a hot minute. Yeah, it's fine. No rush, man. No rush at all. By all means, I have way too many Lancer builds I want to do anyway. I unironically every so often have a Lancer build in my head. I'm like, oh, I need to do that. My hyper-fixations and obsessions kick in immediately and make me create a build. Dude, dear God. I had a feeling you were, to be fair, but you know, it's all good. It's okay, it's okay. I'll tell you a little secret. I have as well. Cobral Man confirmed? Someone said I was a 40-year-old man, by the way. I'm more offended by the age gap. I'm not 40. Not yet. Male wives. I am not male wife material. You're not gonna find me in a dress and thigh highs. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not a fanboy. I'm sorry. I would not look good in thigh highs and a skirt. There are many people who do look good in the thigh highs and skirt. They shall be nibbled upon. But it is not. We need to work Kerbal into some. We're not working Kerbal to thigh highs. I would, however, like to work down a few sizes of clothes. Just 70, maybe. It's Jova. I'm a boomer now. Fuck. It's a good thing that the next model has white hair. Ah, fuck. Apparently I'm a boomer now. You'll have to get off my fucking lawn. Damn it, these kids. My 401k and house life. My 20 investments in firms that were startups when I was like 12. And you know what else? When I went to school, the hill was up both ways. It was up both ways. You've made me think of that fucking Skyrim brain rot mod now. Unc, is it? No, I'm not Unc. I'm not Unc. You mean mold on camera? The dinosaur. Oh, so the dinosaurs. Ah, yes, in the year 2000. Oh, the year 2000 was 25 years ago. Chat, I'm getting old. I don't like it, I'm getting old. Ignore the fact I'm in my mid-20s. Fuck. It's all going downhill, chat. It's gonna be day drinking soon. It's all going downhill. Fuck. It's okay though. I've cracked the secret formula. The Krabby Patty secret formula. That reference won't even mean anything to some people, even. But I cracked the formula. You see, as a VTuber, I won't show my age. Look young forever. You alcoholic now, like VTuber ASMR experience now. You will not get the male wife experience. Listen, I will turn one of you into a fucking male wife in a minute. One of you will put on the fucking thigh highs and the maid outfit. Yeah. What are you gonna do then, chap? When you're in the maid outfit and the thigh highs for my amusement, with a collar on, perhaps, and a lead. Well then, you can do shit. I didn't realise how alcoholic British actually are until I saw an interview with Tom Holland discussing how normal it was. Like, Tom Holland, if memory serves, he made a brand of alcohol-free drinks, which helped him with his alcohol problem, because he had a bit of a problem with it. In my case, I like a light drink at the end of the week. I actually, when I was younger, I used to be a bit more crazy with it. Like, I'd go for a 10-pack. Nowadays, I don't like doing that. I prefer a drink for the taste than for the feeling. Like, I don't like being drunk. I don't like it. I actually don't like being drunk anymore. Like, it also helps that I find it difficult to get drunk because, counterpoint, my tolerance went up, but also, at the same time, I'm not big on getting smashed anyway. It just... yeah, is what it is. You worked them. No worries, buddy. Thank you for being here. Always a pleasure to see you, as always. Take care of yourself. Have a good time at work. You take care of yourself. May your workday go swiftly, may you return to being a little creature. 1 second, I'll do one little thing as well. Where is it? Shit, fucked up. Boop. There you go. There's a link to my boy. Give him a head pat. He's a cute little goober. Give him a head pat. Well, I've wore a skirt, so fine. I said myself the maid outfit. Well, we have the Swedish maid. I swear. I've noticed, by the way, on a side note, I don't know what it is, but I've noticed from the sort of where you guys seem to come from is either a Nordic country or America. I'm not sure how this has happened. It's very funny, though. But I swear most of you are either Nordic, American, or Eastern European. I'm not sure how this has happened, but it's very funny. It's a cute little dichotomy I've got. Well, certainly you attract a certain audience to his news. What are you trying to say about yourself, buddy? I mean, to be fair, when you first turned up, they weren't this big. I think they were a little smaller. I'm pretty sure my chest size went up compared to my last model. It's okay, they're probably going to get bigger again. The ass has gotten bigger. I did check, the ass has gotten bigger. The hips don't lie. And the thighs, of course, do be thick. I have my taste. Hips don't lie. Exactly. My finely crafted angelic hips do not lie. And my thighs most certainly could shatter a head or two. Nordic countries and more like would come more free than America would be wrong a day. I mean, maybe. I don't know. I have not had the pleasure of going to either, so I cannot say. I'm stuck in the middle. Unless I guess I'm closer to where you guys are than the Americas, but still. It's a good shot by Shakira. No, the hips don't lie. Yeah. It do be. I did just think, by the way, depending on how long our Total War campaign goes, do you guys have any preferences for what happens after the Total War campaign? I'm just thinking it's going to be a while till the next DLC, so... Oh yeah, the little cult investigation. I feel... one of these days... There's a small part of me that's like... I would love to sit down and, like... do something with that, but at the same time, I'm like... Is that stepping into something I don't want to step into and rather just keep off and just my own, like, interest? No, I am interested. It's interesting, but also fucking messed up. That's what you meant, right? Yeah, the song, yeah. It's definitely stepping into dangerous territory. Fair enough. It might be one... Might be a passive interest on the side, then. Yeah. I'll keep to my things. I'm not a drama frog anyway. There are other people for that. There's Parrot, VT, and Rima for that, so... I mean, they almost hung Rev for covering shit like this. That's true, they did. I don't know if Parrot and Rima have had the same treatment. I guess they might have, considering they both happily talk about it. Then again, they threatened to sue Rima every video, so, you know. Which, how dare they? Our favourite horse girl. Yes, I know she's a fox. I'm still going to call her a horse. Listen, I'm part of them. I know the memes. But what was this about next total? Oh, So the next DLC's not out for a while, right? So, what do we want to do after the campaign? Because I'm thinking... Is it October? Is that what we're thinking? It's probably going to be October, to be fair. That makes sense. So, I don't think this campaign will go on till October, personally. I feel that we can crush Clan Eshin before they become a problem. And then we can march on Nuln. Actually, Clan Eshin currently are friendly with me. What, just conquer the whole map? Just paint the map my colour, pretty much. With the exception of some allies. See, I'm kind of like, I want to just get to Nuln, take Nuln over, build the Throne of Chaos upon it. You know? That's what I want to do. I want to just plow my way. Basically, I want to just like get my horde, put it all together, and just march to Nuln. And just bring a massive host to Nuln. Just smash my way through it all. Got a favourite campaign to do? What are your favourites? At the minute, I mean, I like the Dwarves and Chaos Dwarves. I like them both. You know me. I really like the gun armies. Part of me wants to do an Empire one at some point. I've not done the Empire in so long. Skaven, obviously. I love the Skaven. The boys. The Ray lads. Especially Clan Skryre. The start of the Clan... Like, I'm like you with... You know, with Kairos. You like... You're the sort of stuff industry, isn't it? Just dwarves being dwarves. But I'm like you with Kairos, in that the faction I really like has a horrible start. Although Kairos is worse. At least once you get past that, though, Kairos is juiced. I think I want to keep doing stuff on Legendary, actually. I've decided I like the challenge of Legendary. It feels... I mean, at the minute, it feels pretty fucking easy, I'm going to be honest. The only issue I had was I had basically killed all of the characters in an undead army, but then undead weren't crumbling. Which was very annoying, because it meant that I had to fight an infinite horde of zombies, and eventually my Demon Prince fell apart. But he killed like thousands of them. Which is a shame. But I've almost smashed my way through the undead. I've obviously got to do all the chieftain battles as well. I've not far off done them all. So... But yeah, I mean, I could... Here's something we could do, by the way. We could try a Demon Prince campaign. The reason I might want to try a Demon Prince campaign is it might give me a lot of notes to talk about him when I do my video. Yeah, I know he's pretty bad, but I'm not going to be playing because he's good. You should remember your meds. I remember my meds. Listen. If I can turn around and say what... Like, here's the thing. The best way I can discuss the issues with him is if I play him myself, because I played him when the game first came out, and I haven't touched him since. Like, I'm going to suffer, and it might be a short campaign out of just annoyance. But here's my logic. It will give me notes. Hey, I'll try it. I mean, I know he's somehow in a worse state than Norska, because at least Norska has characters with level ups that actually benefit them, with items they can use, and tech trees. Not very good tech trees, but actual tech tree. Which is better than what the Demon Prince has. Which is impressive. Very impressive. But I have at least a rough idea of a script for the video, but I might do an actual playthrough of him just to get the idea. I mean, fuck it, we could do a Norska one if you really wanted. It'd give me a lot of material to look back on when we get the actual, like, updates for them. Yeah, I'm liking Legendary, actually. I'm liking Legendary. I want to get used to just playing Legendary. There's a certain point where I think, like, even Legendary, though, I have to stress, it's the only way it feels like a challenge, because the AI is going to do crazy shit, like pull out 4 fucking land ships, which I have to say I respect the land ship so much more. I think when I get used to it, is it basically just the odds set? Yeah, honestly. There's something about, like, I want to actually have to fight battles, and I want the battles to feel impactful. I want my strategy to be rewarded, and if I falter, that's on me. But I want to win or die on my own merits. And I think the only way to do that, especially with all the really overpowered factions and characters, is to make the AI match the overpoweredness. Like, the Empire on any lower difficulties wouldn't have pulled out so many steam tanks and land ships against me. Because without them, they wouldn't have been able to be remotely a threat to me. Like, their infantry just aren't a match of mine. Their cavalry are good, but again, mine are better. But steam tanks and land ships, them things can do work. Very effective. I mean, the faction I've barely touched is Cathay. I've done this in the stream, but I've barely touched Cathay. I want to like them, I really do. But like I said before, they need more lore. They need more. The models are beautiful for it, though. Like, the new models they've done are beautiful. Massive in some cases, but beautiful. But yeah, I think... I'll tell you what I'm curious about, actually. Because I know the High Elves, some people say the High Elves need a little touch-up. I'm very curious how they're going to play. Like, I expect Norsca and Slaanesh to get the big ones, but I'm curious if the High Elves are going to get a little touch-up too. Also, what units they're going to get. Because the Sea Lord Aislan and his Sea Patrol have a whole, like, theme they can do. Their own, like, they have their own mage, by the way. They have their own little sea mage. Ooh, big text, okay. It's a thing that really bothers me. Remember that poll you did on Discord? Sometimes it's complicated, because the current power dynamics of the game, all the newer factions are completely power creeping all the older factions. Imagine being Queek right now next to Skarbrand. Yeah. Skarbrand currently is insane. I think you as Queek can't fight him directly. What I would say is how I would do it is Jezzails. I would just shoot him to death. I know it's just a throwaway thing, but I would legitimately shoot him to death. Because he's that big you can't miss. I would just blow him away of ranged. But obviously, that's using Scryer's units to do that. That's not playing into Queek's strength, that's pulling out Scryer weapons to do it. You can't use the Storm Vermin stacks to just pound him down with halberds and stuff. You just rip through that. But I think that's the only way you can do it, really. You've got to distract him with something and then just shoot him to death. Let Queek take out the heroes and other stuff. The thing with Queek, I think he's still good against, like, Footlords and characters that aren't a big monster. You'd have to push him back to fight with Khorne until, like, turn 40 when you have actually good units, but of the AI changes, Khorne goes to battle with you earlier. Yeah. That is a bit of an issue, honestly. Whereas, like, Clan Scryer, no issue, they can get the guns really early. Clan Eshin can just run around him and shoot him, pelt him. Even Molder can just send big monsters against him. But Skrulk and Queek, yeah, they're a bit of the short straws. Which is a shame, because I think both of them could have more. Will it affect the campaign AI submission? Yeah. I'm curious as well what that'll do for like the AI attacking your settlement. Will it deter them? If they, don't have overwhelming odds, will they just not fight them? Makes me wonder. I would like to play a campaign with the butt ladders turned off and the siege rework on just to try it. That is something I want to do, actually. So, remind me on somebody when that comes out. Because if I can, I'll enable it. But I think it could be interesting with no butt ladders. I'll be honest. I feel like the butt ladders are okay, but they add a weird dynamic that probably isn't the best. Well, yeah, Norse doesn't have walls. Neither do ogres, to be fair, but then the ogres are just a wall of meat. So it's like, it is what it is after all. I think Norse will get walls next DLC. I think maybe some of their settlements will get walls, but I could see a lot of them not. Although I'm really curious what Norska's gonna get. Like, we've only seen the Thamir hero, like the Thamir Lord hero, or the Thamir, what are they called? Noble, Thamir Noble hero, and Saul the Faithless with the Nightborn. It's a little summon. We don't know if, like, what else they're gonna get. Like, assumedly they're gonna get magic casters for lords, like shaman lords. But are they gonna get anything else? We don't know. What's the rework gonna do to them? How are they going to, what units are we gonna, like, there's just so many questions, isn't it? Like, we don't know what they're gonna get. I think Norska need a truly elite unit, by the way. That's one thing I do think Norska needs. A unit that is for the end game. Lord Chieftain, exactly. I think we'll get a Magic Lord. I think that's pretty given. What I would like is some kind of elite infantry that it doesn't have to be a big armored behemoth. It can rely on like melee defense or building up ward save or something, but like just something that can take on the endgame infantry. That's definitely one thing I'd like. I definitely think they need some kind of ranged unit. Like, some kind of, like, slightly higher tier ranged unit meant for fighting, like, big things. Because monster hunting's like their whole thing. There definitely is an awkward lack of line holders after Marauder Champions. Like, the Marauder Champions are okay, but once you start encountering, like, Chaos Warriors and shit, they falter really quickly. Now, unless Marauder Champions are going to get a bit of a buff... Yeah, Thamir, exactly. Unless we can get shielded Thamir, which would be kind of crazy. I mean, don't get me wrong, those fuckers would hold. They would hold. But I don't know if they do that, because they've never had shield units before. Never really needed them, really. Meh. I mean, it's a shame we're not getting a Thamir character, but... Yeah, exactly. They're not meant for that kind of thing. But the ogres only have it to block shots. Their fists. So, when you model out, new model out in a while. The art is going to be done not next week. The art at the latest will be done in August. And then I need to find out how long the rigging is going to be. Bear with on that one. I'll be honest, if it ends up being this year, I'll be surprised. Very pleasantly surprised, but expect it maybe early next year. I'm going to say early next year, and then if it's sooner, I'll let you know. I was then thinking that CA could lean toward the Chaos corruption of the units like Warriors of Chaos, where maybe you could devote a settlement like Daniel then be able to recruit Chaos Warriors of that Chaos God. Potentially. I suspect the idea with Norska is they want to separate the Chaos Warriors away from them. A reason because I think they want to keep the Warriors of Chaos to Warriors of Chaos. And then Norska be this Chaos undivided kind of faction. I do agree, though, we could do with some more God representation. And, you know... Well, yeah, Wolfbricks are both Warriors of Chaos, but... To be fair, though, there are plenty of Norscan characters that would be a Warrior of Chaos, that are bound in the Chaos armor. There are plenty of examples of it. But they're still, like, a part of their society. But many Warriors of Chaos get the pull to the north. Like, the gods call them to the Chaos Wastes to gather in mass. If there are so many of them... I mean, they've only done 2, sadly. But if you look in the wiki, there's loads. Every tribe pretty much has one. I'm not even kidding. There's so many. There's so many characters from Norska. Queen sneak peeks, especially the Pooba. What was it? Must have been. And there are some sneak peeks. Here, I'll give you. I'll give you another one. One second. You want a sneak peek? You want a sneak peek before I end stream? All right, all right. 2 seconds. Let me see. What have I got? Right, we're gonna have some. No worries, but I'm probably gonna be ending soon anyway, to be honest with you, Rouge, so. In a minute. So. Don't worry, my friend. Let's see. I can't. Probably that. Do that. And then I'll grab a little snip snip of one last thing, you guys. Before I there we go. And I'll put it on screen. And then, oh well, this is the last little thing before I wrap things up, alright? There you go. I wonder what that could be. Could be anything, right? Could be anything. Who knows? Is that the second outfit? Is that something else? I bet the mole you haven't seen yet. Who knows? Could be anything. Let's take a first loincloth. Who knows? But there's your teaser. If you want to rewind the stream, for those on YouTube, the bean was teased earlier. Right, Senders, I'm going to wrap it up now. I need to have a shower. My cobalt smell is going to stink me up massively. So, I will see you all tomorrow, hopefully, for some more Total War. But till then, you've been a pleasure as always. I've been Baron Zarkobrel, your Cyber Angel VTuber, and I will see you all tomorrow. Until then, ta-ta for now.